pass the check 1, 2, 3 for check 1, 2. Ready?
Yep.
Well, we are on our way out to western Nebraska right now, but we're going to be hunting an area of Nebraska where there are true Merriams. It's up in the Pine Ridge in the northwest corner, and a bunch of public land out there. A lot more vast, rolling type stuff that you get with a Merriam turkey hunt. I mean, lots of pines, cottonwood, river bottoms, and that sort of thing, but you know, we're going to be doing a lot of glassing on this trip. Probably more so than we've done on any hunt yet this year. We should be there in a few hours. We're going to meet up with Michael and Marcus, who work for Randy Newberg and film for his show. They're going to be camping with us there at the fort and hunting the same public areas that we will. So it'd be great to catch up with those guys. Dropped all the way to 49. You see that?
Little kitty wampus. Oh, this is camp.
We had it on probably half a dozen trips last year.
Should I sweep this into the corner?
No big deal.
That's livable now. I did have to put the long johns on.
Is that yours?
Yeah, I was. Look at that picture and tell me.
You guys are going hunting in the morning?
Maybe.
We're gonna drive around.
We're gonna try. It's supposed to snow, maybe. But at least the Hummer made it out here.
Yeah, no kidding with the luck it's been having lately. Well,
check
about
engine light came on.
150 miles ago, the check engine light came on, yeah. We're probably not gonna take the cameras out in the morning if it's wet. Greg's got a bunch of editing to do tomorrow, and we got some spots that we want to go check out. So we got crappy weather tomorrow, looks like, but then the next, 3-4 days after that's gonna be really good.
Yep.
Looks like
sounds like
gonna be calm and sunny and
Upper 60s. 70s.
yeah.
A Nebraska Game and Parks guy told us that there are turkeys here, so that was good.
yeah.
I've heard there's a decent amount of hunters over here because it's like the only place in Nebraska you can get true Merriams. The rest of the state is mostly hybrids and Rios and stuff.
Yeah.
And I tried the old Warb hoot owl call.
Let's hear it.
And
Did you do it, dude?
And it worked, didn't it?
No, it didn't work.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to bed.
Those are.
I'm sure they're back there, but man, like it's a long road down in there. Hang on. Here comes the hunter walking up the road. Oh, you from around here?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, we're from Iowa.
No, first time out here.
Really? Well, congrats, man.
Thank you.
That's a good-looking bird. We're pretty well walked out for the day. Jake and I are going to camp. We're going to meet up with Mike and Marcus and take a look at their birds. But we're going to rest up and try to go after these turkeys tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of other hunters in there, but this is the same area where we got on those birds earlier, so there's a bunch of turkeys in there. Check it out. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And we got pretty close to another one too. Marcus
Really?
tried to kill one with his bow and we got pretty close, but
No kidding.
yeah.
Sweet. 3 toms right back there. They're beating the heck out of him, dude.
It was a good day. A lot of fun. I'll tell you what, Northwest Nebraska for turkeys. pretty awesome. Yeah, we're definitely coming back.
But that's just a guess, though. I mean, I couldn't pinpoint them. I mean, they're not going to be far from there. Well, we got in clean, I think. Those birds are probably only 100 yards up in front of us here. Greg and Cody are set up over my right shoulder here. And they both have tags as well, so there's 2 birds up in there. If they both come in, I might have a chance to kill 2 of them.
There's a bunch of hunters in here too. Don't forget to tell them that.
Yeah, there's at least 4 other hunters in here too. Those birds are still gobbling well. Well, we just had that hen come through. The gobbler that was further away from us is kind of working down towards where that other guy's set up. We can hear where he's calling up there. That guy might be about to shoot a turkey any second up there, it sounds like.
He's trying to find a way over the top of those big rocks over there. He's right there.
Well, we've got one guy to our north, we got one guy to our south, and that guy is going up over, trying to get up over this ridge back here.
We heard a turkey gobbling in there about an hour ago, and he went up over top of that ridge. That's the direction that other fellow's heading. We got another guy over here calling and walking back down towards the car. There's a big group of them that are hunting. They're all in one truck. There's 4 or 5 people. There's a lot of hunters in here. We've ran into a fair amount, but the good thing with these areas is that you can't drive in them. You've got to walk, and to the back of this place is several miles, so to get back in there, it's really a chore. And right now the turkeys seem to be a little bit henned up. They're in pretty big groups. We've got a bird, show them this, Greg. We've got a bird gobbling way over there through that bottom and on that other hill. I mean, he's got to be 8 or 9/10 of a mile away, and we can barely hear him from here. That's kind of what we're going to try to do the rest of the day, is get to these high spots. We're hunting a number of different WMAs. We may head to an area that doesn't have quite as many folks on it, but that's going to be the thing. We're going to get up high and try to glass some turkeys and see if we can strike them from these high points. Today, you got to use those to your advantage when you're hunting very steep terrain like this. Another thing with Merriams is that they like to cover some ground. I mean, they don't.
We had a hard time trying to keep up with those birds yesterday.
I think we'll get on one before the end of the day. It's laid over. I mean, yeah, they're turkeys roosting out here in this little bottom. No, but look at the size of these trees. There's turkeys in here.
There's a hunter in here.
Is there?
Louisiana.
Louisiana? Right behind us.
You guys see anything?
There's like 40 of them, isn't there?
There's 5 butterballs for sure.
The lines are good.
Looks like there's a bunch more towns back in the woods there that are just like subordinate probably.
We found the mother lode. They're back there on public. We're fixing to go after them.
5 straight, at least there's more.
Alright. You ready to
go?
Ready to boogie?
Get down, get down, get down. Right there, just get down.
Oh, I see him.
It don't see us.
I see him.
He's just feeding.
Yeah, there's a bunch of turkeys down there.
Is there?
Yeah.
The whole flock?
Yeah. There's 3 or 4 jakes right here at the bottom. There's a whole bunch of them coming off the hill right there. See 'em?
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of turkeys.
Be careful. Do you think they're gonna come up here? Or are they're just gonna stay down that bottom?
The way that this lays, it's real steep right here. But about 200 yards that direction, there's a little cut. Probably gonna come up over there. That's the direction they're heading right now.
You think we can get up there without them seeing us?
I don't know. The hill shoots up straight behind us. I'm afraid if we go up that hill, they're just gonna see us crossing through that sun. Yeah, we're just gonna sit right here. Just crawl that decoy out there. Get it in the sun where they can see it, but you're gonna have to be really low. Easy now.
I can't see him.
Right there, the whole group of them's coming up.
Should I just crawl up to this?
Yeah, just crawl
There's enough
up
of
to
a
that
lip
bush.
in the way they're not gonna see
Yes.
us.
Just crawl up to that brush pile.
Okay. Can you still see him?
get two of them for a second there.
Almost did get two of them.
Yeah, they're not too nervous. That one wanted to come back almost. I was kind of in an awkward position. The gun was real high on my shoulder and just slapped me right in the face.
Yeah.
Worth it though.
Yeah, man. That was really cool. That was awesome.
All of a sudden, it's just like something snaps for them and they're on their way.
Yep.
I had to wait long enough already.
Holy cow. Look at that thing.
Look at that. That's awesome.
We got to calling aggressively, and he came right down through here.
Could you guys see him coming the whole way down?
Tree. Yeah, we were hid really well back there, actually.
Yeah, you guys were in the shadows too. I was looking back at you. There's no way. I mean, the brush, that little brush pile's in front of you too.
Yeah.
And look where I was. You can't see hardly at all where I would have been. You could have seen my head, but I was kind of in the shadows and behind that brush as well. Took him a while to break off the flock though, geez.
Had to really get on him.
Yeah.
You know, had to really start, once I started getting real aggressive with that cutting, like they started responding to that calling.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them, when they both started strutting, you could see their heads changing colors and stuff. And then he started coming a little bit, the other one started coming a little bit, and it seemed like the more that I called, yeah, I mean, you could just almost see their mood changing there in like 5 minutes. They were just walking, pecking around, following them hens, and then once they started strutting a little bit, we started calling, and then eventually the Jake started yelping more, the hens started yelping more, and then they gobbled a couple times. That turkey is huge.
I know, it's heavy. This is cool right here.
Nebraska, the good life.
I was wondering if they were joking around or not on that sign for a while there.
We didn't find any hunting pressure at this spot.
Nope.
The area where we were at yesterday, lots of hunters this morning, lots of hunters. We filmed a bunch of hunters this morning, and there was turkeys in there.
Yeah.
We just decided to drive around and hit up a few more of these WMAs today, and found one where there was zero pressure and a bunch of turkeys. So,
and there's a lot of pretty country.
they managed their areas really well. And all the way out here, even, we were filming turkeys on the road the whole way.
We were thinking about
across
buying
the state.
tags.
I mean, really, when you think about Nebraska as a whole, like, I can't think of a more diverse state from hunting oak timber in the southeast corner, river bottoms across the central part of the state, and then in the northwest, this 100-mile band of the Pine Ridge. I mean, it's
Mountainous terrain.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
is
it's
the
awesome.
steepest terrain I've hunted turkeys in.
Yeah.
There's a
It's
lot
crazy.
of, there's so much variety of habitat and different types of, turkey hunting opportunities. I mean, it was awesome.
Well, we got a bunch more tags to fill. We probably shouldn't waste too much more time.
No, we don't. It's a perfect day for it. Calm right now, 70 degrees. It's going to be just like this tomorrow and Friday. So,
Yeah, these buttes are buttes.
yeah, these buttes are buttes. Nice. That's enough. We got to go find some more turkeys.
Well, it ain't over yet. Hey.
It's not over.
Hopefully.
Okay, measure him, man.
He looks pretty long. I don't know, man.
Yeah, right. He's 49.
I mean,
He's 49. He's pushing 50.
we might be able to get another
It's
inch. out of
completely
him.
fair, other than you stretch his neck like 10 inches.
Oh, come on, man. It's gonna be a long warm walk up.
Yes, it is.
We might kill another bird too.
Came up to the top of the hill where the rest of that flock went after Jake shot his bird. And we started finding a bunch of turkey poop that was real fresh, found some fresh tracks, and we've essentially tracked the entire flock. I mean, a flock that big leaves a fair amount of sign whenever they travel.
It's like a manure spreader.
And they were headed straight this direction. Yeah, it's like a manure spreader. They were headed straight this direction. And we're just creeping our way along, and we just heard a hen yelp right over this ridge. I don't know if it's worth calling, see if she'll answer and maybe come up over the top, or if we need to try to get in there with them. It's tough moving on a group that big.
Well, those birds just went up over the hill. Jake could see Tom in the group. I only saw hens and Jakes, but we know there's at least 1 or 2 Toms in there. Looks like we've got a lot of good rolling terrain here. Maneuver around them, get the decoy in front of them again. Thought we were going to be able to pull them up with the calling. It sounded like they were getting closer, and then they just drifted off. Jake's grabbing the decoy here. We're going to make a move. Yeah, this is perfect. We're just using this ditch to get around these birds. We can sneak down, get up there, get eyes on them, hopefully get the decoy out, and bring them in for a shot.
Season.
3 strutters. Be ready, Cody.
Just wait, okay?
Okay. Are they coming?
Yeah, she says they're getting really close.
Okay.
Wait. Can you see? Yeah. Ready to shoot him, Greg?
You got him?
Yep.
Can you purr within
He just started flopping, and they were gonna come, but nervous. I mean, they acted like they did right after I shot. You might kill the third one. For you know.
picking them off one by one?
They snuffed the decoy out there so they could see it and crawl back. Again, we just had enough topography in the way where they could see it.
I also watched a bunch of those hens leave.
Yeah. Yep. They went over the hill.
Huh.
Yeah.
I shot and then he just disappeared.
Yeah.
And then I got up a little bit to make sure that he wasn't wounded or something. Then I saw the full tail fan as he was flopping. It's like, all right.
Nice job.
Awesome, man.
That footage is sweet. Looks like it just disappeared.
Yeah.
That's funny. How many times has that happened this year where we shoot one and we're just like, did we get him?
Did we get him?
That's all it is in your head.
That was a long day, boys.
Oh man,
What time did we find these birds?
that's a good question. Probably 9:30, you think?
9:30, and it's probably what, 7 o'clock right now.
Yeah,
so that was about a 9.5, 10 hour.
Your eyes are not looking good.
We're all bloodshot and worn out, dehydrated.
Full of
Yeah,
cactus thorns.
they're very grouped up right now, but we've been able to use the terrain on each one of these, and even on that last one that Cody almost shot, to get tight to them. And it seems like if we get inside that bubble, we can usually get a bird to break off of the side and come over there and check us out. Yeah, that's the biggest key with henned up turkeys, even turkeys that aren't henned up. If you can't call them in from 100 yards or more, that means you need to get in really tight. Whatever you got to do to get in that bubble, as we call it. And that's what happened in both cases. You know, with your bird earlier, we just kind of set up ahead of the turkeys, and they eventually came in, and we got a few of the toms excited with some aggressive calling, and then they saw the decoy and committed to the setup. But we were within 100 yards of the whole flock. Keep that in mind if you hunt henned up birds. That's how we're having success, and hopefully we can get on a few more of these guys. But thanks everybody for watching this video. We really appreciate it. Wanted to remind y'all quick, there is a very good promotion going on at Legendary Whitetails right now on these buck camp flannels that you see us wearing all the time. I think they're 20% off. And we'll put the promo code up on the screen right here. Go down to the description below and you can click on the link, head over there and check these out. But Yeah, Nebraska is.
Hey.
Thanks for
Sure
letting me
been
shoot
cool.
first, guys. And I'm glad you got one, and sorry about your misfire.
Hey,
Get on birds tomorrow, hopefully.
Yep. I'm gonna buy a tag now. I think.
Oh yeah.
You guys done cost me $150.
Oh, and quick before you guys go, here's some slow motion shots because we got good lighting.